So let me ask the last question on this, and then I want to show you the clip because I think Rob found a clip of me talking. Turning Point USA needs some Hispanics. I think he found it.
Oh, really? You found one.
Yeah. So if you got a call, and the call is, Anna, we love you. You're amazing. You're talent. We got your back. But there is secrets, then there's secrets, then there's secrets. Can we trust you on the inner of the inner of the inner circle? You come in. Okay, great. I'm painting a picture. Okay?
Yeah.
Stay with me here.
Okay.
And it says, look, here's what could happen if we release the files. If you've noticed, Clintons have left us alone. Obamas have left us alone. Everybody's left us alone. We could keep the White House Republican for the next 16 years. But in order to do so, all of those things are true about all these guys, but if we release them, we lose leverage with them. We got to keep this to ourselves, and I know it's not because all these kids were taking advantage of all this other stuff, but we cannot release this. What would you say?
My politically correct statement, or...
Listen, you're Anna Paulina Luna. You're from Venice. You're a tough,
I would say go F yourself.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Yeah, because ultimately these people won't go to jail. But there's still this aspect, like, I'll give you an example, the Diddy stuff. Everyone knows what P. Diddy did. Do you think P. Diddy's going to be at cocktail parties now and everything? No one wants anything to do with P. Diddy, right? Did he deserve the sentencing that he got? I think that they should have given him a harsher sentence. You saw what he did to Cassie.
4
that footage
years.
he beat the heck out of her. I mean, like, the guy's a creep.
And the fact that CNN kept that for all those years, since whatever year they had it, they didn't release that clip, if I'm not mistaken, that has access to it for a long time, and then all of a sudden appears out of nowhere.
But your question was very hypothetical, and that's probably why they won't give me subpoena authority. So I have to get creative because they do not give me subpoena authority.
I think that's why, because because the benefit of being raw, innocent, and new, you're actually doing it for the right reasons. And
not wanting to do it long term. And
that's the biggest thing, that you don't do it for long term. Statesmen, like you said earlier, guys would come in. I'm sure you've seen the Hillsdale courses that they have, and you go through and you read the history of all the stuff that happened. You know what was the best part about the Charlie's Memorial? When Larry Arnn was on stage and he says, if anybody wants to compete with Charlie, he went through the Hillsdale's courses 31 times. 31 times when he was at that event. But is this the clip, Rob?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Man, you're probably responsible for him recruiting me.
Well, let's see this one.
So you're the reason I didn't go to medical school.
Mom is upset.
Yeah,
I became a lawyer. I wanted her to go become a doctor. Let me see if this is it.
Takes place.
Sure. I'd love to hear your opinion of it.
So my question for you would be the following. So this is where I struggle with this, and this is where I think America's having a hard time with this. You're white. Your parents are, I'm assuming they're American?
Yes.
Okay. At 7th grade, you ask your parents what you are, they say Republican. You're an October 14th baby. You're certain I'm an 18 baby, you're a determined guy, you're gonna figure this thing out. And you're gonna go out there and, once you get sold out to a concept, you're gonna stick to it, right?
Sure.
Okay, now let's take you out. I'm here, everybody's white here. I was telling them earlier, everybody I look at here, they're all white.
No, that's
all
not
white.
true.
90%.
That's not true.
He's so
Imagine
Watch. Yeah, he is.
He's like, that's
Just
like
by
when I
thinking.
met
Why
him
do
a year
we
later.
have commercials on this, Rob?
And what is base 44? Get that out
Everybody
of
that
here.
was having at the
We have
restaurant.
45 Latinos and 20 African Americans. So
No problem. And how many total people do you have here?
about 1,000.
Okay, that's 10% is Latino and his African American, but that's fine. My point to you is, I can see an easier argument to go to the traditional Caucasian, Christian, church, family, all this stuff, great. And they'll be turned on by it because they grew up in a family like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, I'm a proud American. I served in the military, 101st Airborne. I'm a capitalist. I'm an entrepreneur. There's nothing about
He's
it
like
that
a
I'm
baby
against.
there. Yeah, it's like when I first, that's how I remember
economically,
Charlie.
that's my philosophies. How do you reach out to the kid that's 19 years old, Hispanic, grew up in a family that doesn't believe in capitalism, that doesn't believe in this stuff, that believes in socialism?
I can't believe we have this clip, Rob. You can pause it at this point. This is
You're the reason.
June 21st of 20. You should hear his answer. June 21st, 2017. By the way, look how many views the interview has. At that time, we were a small channel, 16,000 views.
Yeah, so he literally recruited me less than a year later. So this is full circle. This is a quantum breadcrumb. That's what I like to call it.
How wild is that? After 2 years of working on this, we have finally pulled it off. And let me tell you what it is. Every time we do the Vol conference, if you've attended, you know this. I stand up and I speak for probably 45 hours is what I do at the Vol conference. And I love it. I love being around the guys. I love it. But I wear the Ferragamo shoes when I do this. Or I wear some kind of dress shoes. Eventually, for the last 25 years, I've always been on stage walking. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I want a shoe that I'm comfortable wearing. And here's what I love. I don't like shoes that are so heavy. That's a dumbbell. You can use it as a weapon. I don't want that. Like the Xenia, you carry it. I have so many of them, but they're so heavy. Like you can literally curl the Xenia, the shoes, and you'll get a pump within 30 reps. And I wanted the combination of the Hoka, the On Cloud, the Super Foam, because there's a big thing going on right now with the Super Foam where the bottom of the shoe, you wear it. You know which ones I'm talking about, the On Cloud or the Hokas, right? They're so comfortable. And I said, what if we take luxury and then combine it with the super comfort? What would that look like? And let's build it in Italy. So what do? We went to Italy. We designed the shoe in Florida. We made the shoe in Italy in five of the factories. We went back and forth, God knows how many times. And by the way, the shoes we're about to launch and introduce to you right now, where you're going to see the video for the first time, I've been wearing those shoes for the last 22 days straight. I'm wearing them right now. I literally wear it with suits. I wore it yesterday when we went to lunch. I wear it every single day. It's the most comfortable shoes I have, yet it's authentic Italian leather. Rob, if you don't mind playing the video, go for it. Here's the video of the latest shoe, the FLBs. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless.
Boom.
There you go. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. 50 hands touch each shoe that was made. And here's what's unique about it. I want to kind of show this to everybody that knows this. And I've worn pretty much every one of these shoes. So if you compare this, the Italian leather, of course, it's made in Italy. It's not assembled, made in China, assembled in Italy, 100% made in Italy, assembled in Italy. It's FLBs, Berluttis, which are $1,840, Ferragamos are $895, Xenias are $1,190, and Gucci's are $950. Leather premium lining, all of them except for Gucci. Laceless feature, it's the FLBs, the Berluttis, you have laces, Ferragamos laceless, and then you have also the Xenias, and then the Gucci's have the laces. I don't want to wake up in the morning, put laces on. I want to get out the house. Took me 3 seconds to put my shoes on today. Craftsman, 5 different Italian factories all made this shoe. Berluttis are the same as us, as well as FLB. But the only shoe, these trainers, the only one in the world today, according to the factories that told me this in Italy, that has the super foam, the only one that has the same super foam used in the On Clouds and the Hokas, it's the FLBs, and they're officially out, and you can place the order. Here's a challenge. We only have 1,000 of these pairs. And when you say 1,000 of these pairs, they start from size, I believe, is it 8? It goes 8, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 11 and a half, 12, 13. Those are the sizes that we have. And the shoes that you can get today, the colors, you have access to, Rob, if you can go back there, you can have access to those browns, which is absolutely beautiful. And by the way, the brown on the bottom, the stitching on the side is a left stitching. If you can change the picture, and on the bottom it says the future looks bright. Look at the white lines on the side. It's beautiful. The only ones we have right now that you can get sent out today are the black and the browns. If you do want the white to pre-order, I would highly recommend you do so. They're going to come out the second week of December. So the white and the navy blue comes out the second week of December. The browns and the blacks are available. If you believe the future looks bright as much as we do, go place the order. There's nothing like sitting in the boardroom with your trainers and you put your feet over your knee and people look at the bottom of your shoe and it says future looks bright. That's how you get deals done. All right, so they're out. I'm excited to announce it, and I'm very happy for people to go sport it. When you get them, take pictures, send it our way. We're going to show all these shoes, all the pictures that are being taken. I already got a bunch of them sent to me on Instagram. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. It's all over the website. Maybe buy it for your husband, buy it for your brother, buy it for your coworkers, buy it for your best salespeople if you want to let them know the future looks bright.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.